7, Miss Dunn here on Friday the 10th of July. Hope you're all okay and had a fantastic week. It's been lovely to see lots of you engaging in all of your lessons as always, and to see lots of you working hard within those virtual lessons. So please keep that up. As you can see, we only have 5 teaching days left to go, so our final week as a Year 7 student. So I want next week to be as amazing as possible for that final week. So please make sure we have that final push within those 5 days and make the most of that teaching time before we break up for the summer holidays. So what can we achieve in 1 week? That's in that final week as a Year 7 student. I can't actually believe that the time has gone so quickly, and you are going to be returning to us as Year 8 students. So that first year at Aldersley is nearly done. So can we achieve some of these things in that final week? So the first thing I want us to try and achieve is for us all to compete in the challenges for the virtual sports day. So this is on Wednesday. Lots of you will have seen Mr. Lane's post that he's put up in the years group team, and then we've been commenting in there as well. So I want to see all of you engage in that on Wednesday. So you're not going to have your normal lessons. Instead, each lesson you will be posted 2 challenges from the PE department where you'll be able to record your scores, and then your scores will go through to get you lots of points to go towards your house total. And I'm sure if you're like myself, you'll get really competitive and you'll want your house to win. So I'm very neutral. I don't belong to a house, so I'll be cheering on all of the houses, and I want to see my year group all engaging. So really excited for that next Wednesday. I also want us to see if we can have the best attendance across the school. So in that final week, I want Year 7 to be top of that leaderboard with the best attendance for students who are online. Think about attending all those virtual lessons. You don't want to be missing any of those lessons in that final week to pick up that information that's going to help you over the summer to complete your projects, which hopefully lots of you have collected now, or you can access online as well. Also, can we make sure we're visiting the year group team daily? I always ask you to do this, but I know some of you do get into the virtual school and go straight to lessons, but please make sure you are popping in there. At lunchtime, you can speak to your peers as well and get involved in all the activities that Mrs. Davis and the Year 7 team are putting in there. And it'll be great to end that final week of Year 7 on a positive. And then finally, can we all try and achieve 200 points each? Setting you that target there, some of you will easily achieve those targets and will be setting bigger targets for yourself. But for some of us who don't necessarily get lots of points, I want to see a minimum of 200 points for every student in Year 7. So those are a couple of things that I want us to achieve in that final week. And I'm sure as a year group, you are definitely going to meet those targets and those challenges and make me really proud as your ASL before you move up into Year 8. So that is the graph from last week's attendance. And then we've got that final one there, which is actually Monday's attendance, which has gone straight back up. Did you achieve last week's challenge? Yes, you did, because Wednesday was actually our best day. And that's where we've got that peak there on the 3rd dot along. And that was the challenge I set you last week, because last week we had a dip midweek on the Wednesday and we went right down. And obviously that had a big impact on our attendance across the year group. So well done to you all, Year 7. I'm really proud that you all managed to increase that attendance for that challenge that I set you. Obviously on there we can see that there is a massive dip on the Thursday. That was actually the inset day in school, so some of you did log on, so well done for those of you who were logging on and engaging, happiness hour. But obviously we did have that dip there because there was no virtual lessons throughout the day. This week's challenge is to have the best attendance for our final week of the term. I want to see as many of you as possible online engaging in all of those lessons and working hard, because then you are going to have 6 weeks off for the summer holiday and you will get a little bit bored. I'll be exactly the same, and I'll be itching to get back into school and to get ready for September, and I'm sure you'll be doing the same. So make the most of these last 5 teaching days that are going to be taking place online, and get to all of those lessons and motivate and encourage each other to get there as well. Time to celebrate students who've got the most points. So from last week, we have Javiri at the top there with 2,220. Well done to you. That's an amazing achievement. Followed by Oliver, Paige, Phoebe, Libby, Laura, Amber, Navjot, Kane and Lani. So well done, you are our top 10 students who's going to be top of the table for our final week. And also I will share with you the total points that we've achieved as a year group in my awards assembly next week, and also those students who are the top 10 students across the half term. So make sure we have a real big push on our points total next week. Top form points. So I'm really proud of year 7 this week, or should I say it was actually last week's totals, because we've got a year 7 form back at the top there. So a special well done to 7S, who were way ahead with 8,420 points. And then also a big well done to 7R, 7H, 7Y, 7E and 7D, who also made it into the top 10. So the year 7 forms literally did take over the form totals last week, and I'm so proud of you all. And I want to see exactly the same again next week, with those final couple of forms joining them as well and having a total year 7 takeover. But a big well done to all of you year 7, because you're working together, getting lots of points for your form totals. So please do keep that up. Time to celebrate the students of the week. So my student of the week this week is going to a student who's been working really hard in the virtual school as expected, attending all of her lessons, working really well and challenging herself to do the best she can do whilst at home. So well done to Alima, you are my student of the week. And then Mr. Pugh's student of the week is going to a student who has definitely excelled in the virtual school from home, been achieving lots and lots of points and been getting involved in form time activities, getting involved in enrichment activities outside of school, and just generally has been amazing all round. So well done to Oliver, you are Mr. Pugh's student of the week. Okay, and then moving on to our school value awards. I know we all get excited to see who has won the badges for this week. So our Be Prepared for this week is going to Alex. Well done, Alex. You've been very prepared and organised whilst working from home and managed to keep going. So well done to you, Alex. Really proud of you. Show Respect Award this week is going to Javiria. Well done to you. Some fantastic work that you've been emailing across and showing us that in your lessons, and generally have been all round doing a fantastic job working from home. So well done to you. You have got our Show Respect Award. And then the Challenge Yourself Award this week goes to Hadia. Well done to you. I've been really proud of you and your online learning from home, so please keep it up. And if you didn't get a mention today in our assembly, please make sure you are challenging yourself next week, because we do have our awards assembly for the end of the half term, which I'm sure lots of you will be excited to see whether you have won any awards in that. Time to celebrate those students who have been on Twitter and the work that's been shared by teachers and by yourselves. So well done there to Janai from 7B2. Mr. Becky was really proud of your excellent geography work that you'd completed. So well done to you. Well done to Paige, who'd actually done some fantastic work in my PE lesson. So really well done, Paige. Also Phoebe, who did some fantastic work in my PE lesson as well, created a mind map of all the things that she'd learnt there within the lesson. So well done, Phoebe. Also some well work there from Libby, which was looking at some athletics work, some fantastic work as always across the board. Well done to Laura, who produced some fantastic work in our happiness hour for this week, always so beautifully well presented, and myself and lots of your teachers are really proud of the work that you've been doing at home. And then well done to Harry, who's got involved with the books and breakfast from this week with Miss Sine, and is continuing to do some reading in your own time. So if you haven't had a mention from here, then again, please make sure you are joining up to Twitter or following the school and shouting out about the fantastic work that you are doing, because I know lots of you are doing some incredible work at home. And then before I leave you to get to your afternoon lessons before the weekend, just a quick reminder as always to visit the Year 7 team. This is for me to track your attendance and obviously to touch base with you all and to keep you up to date with what is going on whilst we're not in school. So please make sure you visit the Year 7 team daily. And then also, can we please make sure that we're dropping into the new Year 7 student personal development group, which has been set up by Mrs. Bangel and has lots of different channels for you to have a look in there. Things like your health and well-being, careers and advice, and and many more things that will be of interest to you. This team is not just being set up for you to look at from home, it is also going to be used when we return to school in September. So please make sure you're familiarising yourself with the layout in there and having a look at some of the fantastic opportunities for you, because as well as your academic curriculum, we need to also make sure we are pushing your personal development as well for when you do leave and go into the big wide world. And this is going to be an essential team for you, really, to make sure that you visit regularly when you do return in year 8. So please, this week, if you haven't already, please make sure you visit the student personal development group. So keep working hard, year 7. All your hard work has been noticed. And have a fantastic afternoon and have a lovely weekend. Speak to you again next week, ready for our final awards assembly on Friday.